Craft and Chat live with the Artistry Collective. Today is Creator's Choice. If you're seeing this red live button, we are live. If not, you're on the replay. That's great too. Just type in hashtag replay. Let me know that you stopped by. So for Crafter's Choice today, I'm going to be working on an altered book that I am doing for an event on Facebook on Saturday. I'll put in the description below, I will be using digitals from the new Outlandish collection from Britt Creates Stuff, and it is absolutely beautiful. I'm hoping we can maybe create the cover and do some detailed work here. On the spine, there was the title of the book, and I'm just going to use my sanding disc to get rid of that. Hello, Tomorrow. Hello, Karen. Pouring the coffee, thank you so much. So again, just going to use my little scratchy sanding disc here to get rid of the things I don't want. And I think it's going to be quite lovely. Now this does make a little bit of a mess, but I'm not too worried about that. I've got my handy dandy little vacuum right here. So we'll bring that into view. And I'm so sorry, it's still making me do it this vertical way, which I'm not used to. But we will get used to this. We'll figure it out together, and hopefully it'll all be okay. Hi, Sharon. Congratulations to Sharon. She made it to 1K today. It's a 1K kind of day over on Facebook. If you're not following Craft with me, Sharon B, you definitely need to. She just made it to 1K today, and I'm so excited for her. She makes a lot of really beautiful cards. And they're gorgeous, but she shows you the step-by-step process so anybody can make them. And she's absolutely fantastic. She's my own personal card maker as well. She's in my private group on Facebook. She helps me by making sure everybody gets birthday cards and get well cards, and she is just amazing. I love it. Okay, so I sanded off the title of this book because we didn't need that. And let's see, let's get a wet wipe and we'll wipe it down just a little bit. Now, don't hate on me because this was an actual book. I've had it for lots of years. I did read it, and I don't really read it anymore. So it's just been sitting on the shelf, and we're gonna put it to new use. We're gonna repurpose this book, and it's gonna be beautiful. Hello, Brenda. Okay, so again, see all the stuff that comes off? We're just wiping this off a little bit, trying to get that title out of the way. I might leave a little bit of it there because it does have like a gold on it, and it'd be kind of the same equivalent as adding like a little bit of some scripty font in the background. We don't need all of this, so that's good. And then I'm going to dry it off here with the dry one. Hello, Leah. Today, in part of the Artistry Collective, we don't have Christy joining us today. She has some other things, life events going on that are important as well. But after me will be Make All the Things With Me. And if you watched last week, you will know that she had a contest going on. And she's going to be gifting away some really cool, I think they're Chalk Couture items. So you won't want to miss that. And she will follow me here. Like I said, normally we are a collective of 3. But Christy has some things that must happen. Not fun. She's missing everyone tonight, so I don't know if she'll be here in the chat or not, but give her page a like and a follow as well. So, yeah. Yay! Fingers crossed, yeah. Okay, so what I did with this book, I went through, you can see, I've already gone through, taken some pages out, and everybody's recipe for that is, you know, different. Some people take out a certain number, leave a certain number. This book, I kind of let it lead the way because it had these decorative pages on here, and they kind of go with the digital collection that I'm using. Again, if you missed it, I am using the Outlandish collection from Britt Creates Stuff, and we are having an event this weekend that you won't want to miss. I've put some envelopes in here, so I need to figure out what I'm doing with those. And I'm excited to work on this tonight because I'm supposed to be a little further along, guys. I should definitely be a little further along in this project. So we'll see how far I can get between now and Saturday. I'm sure it's going to turn out just lovely. And everybody will be using the same collection in the event. The Monarchs design team for Brick Creates Stuff. Oh, don't rip it. There we go. Okay. So this collection is inspired by the Scottish Highlands in, I think, what did she say, the 16th century or something? I'll put the link down in the description, and you can go and read her description for it. It's on Etsy. It's like 62 pages of beautiful images and ephemera and all kinds of lovely things. So, and you guys know it's special if I'm actually crafting with the people that are in the collection, because I don't normally craft with people, but I don't know why I'm trimming this off, because it's not going to show, I don't think. Here's what I want to do. I want to put her on the cover, and this is a Tim Holtz window, and I want to put her right in the window like this, so it kind of looks like we're looking in on her on the story. Oh, thank you, Sharon. And so I'm thinking I want to do a little stamping over here to kind of get something interesting on this area of the book. We'll have her here. And you can see her head sticks just above the window there. We can still see her hands. And I like that I can get a little bit of this background here in the window, because I'm going to cut this off, of course, and this side too. And then maybe we'll put a little bit of lace. Now I have this brown lace. I'm just trying to decide if I like it enough to use it on here. Now we have to decide when we're choosing lace, we have to decide, is it right for the project, or do we just like it? Because sometimes there's lace I just like, and I look at it with the project and I'm like, well, I like the lace, but am I liking it on this project because I like it for the project, or because I just like the lace? And sometimes it literally turns out I just like the lace and I need to use a different one for the project. And that's okay, that happens. I'm trying to see what other laces I have around here. I kind of wanted a little bigger one so that it will wrap around a little bit. I just don't think this is doing much for my project. It doesn't feel very much like a wow. And this lace here, let's take a look at it with some other kind of lace. This lace here, I could ungather it, and maybe it could wrap around. I don't want to hide the little scallops, so maybe that could go on the back. Oops, there goes everything. There goes the window. There goes all the things. Yeah. Love the Chocateur stencils. You've got some here in Australia. Awesome. Yeah, those stencils are really great. You definitely don't want to miss Leah. She always does beautiful work with stencils, and she gives you the links where you can get them and all the things. Shows you how to use them even if you're a beginner. See, I think I really like this back here. This is the back side. What do you guys think? Let me just cut it to the right size so I can stop fighting this lace here, and then we'll also ungather it. And just because lace is a certain way doesn't mean you have to keep it that way. Like, we can easily cut this little sewing bit off here. And don't worry, I'll use this little sewing piece for something else, somewhere else, as a little piece of trim or a little something interesting on a pocket. Sorry guys, I've got to try to find my camera again because to stay in frame, because everything is moved so that we can be vertical. I don't know who decided we all need to be vertical, but it's really frustrating. I have my whole setup for horizontal. I guess just something I have to get used to and stop complaining about. Okay, see, that was so much easier now. We've got this off, and I'm gonna have my window here. I could put some sort of piece of trim there. I also need to decide at this point if I want to do a closure. See, I kind of like it how it shows the color on here and then this. If I want to do a closure, I need to figure it out now, because if I want a ribbon closure, it kind of needs to go under here. I don't think I want a ribbon closure. I could always do a hitch post closure, which usually seems to work for me because I kind of create these gatory books. And a hitch post closure allows me to have elastic, which will keep it closed. So I think that might be the direction I'm going. And I still have too much lace. Look at this. So let's cut it off right about there. I think I do like this white lace a little better than the brown. I thought the brown would go good because it's kind of got some brown colors in here, but maybe we'll use the brown somewhere else in the trim. I still didn't cut it right. Keep having to readjust here. There we go, that's better. Just gonna fold it like this. Cut off this little piece. Perfect. I'm gonna turn the Ryobi on because I think I do want to glue that. And before I glue that, I think I want to use one of these stamps that I have that's kind of a bigger stamp. I realized I need to get a really big block. I don't really have one. Yes, those stencils work on paper too. Yeah, you just need to defuzz them a little bit so they don't stick to the paper as much. And yeah, I was eating some trail mix before I came live. Sorry, guys. Just drinking Dr. Pepper today. What's everybody else got? Anything interesting? Where are my water drinkers at? Okay, so I'm gonna use this big stamp that I haven't used yet. Oops. And I think I'm just gonna leave it right onto the plastic, ink it up, and we'll press it over here and see what we get. Now we're not gonna be mad if it doesn't work all the way right. We're just gonna get what we get and call it good. I'm gonna use my archival ink, my waterproof ink, in case if I want to do anything else on there. These big background stamps are nice. They come in really handy. And I think I may want to stamp some of this on some of the pages as well, just in the background. So let's see how we do here. Perfect. Now I didn't get much up there, so I'm just going to kind of blot this in there. See how it's fine. Totally fine. Now we're going to do it again on the back side here. Coke and chips. You're sitting in the car at the hospital waiting for your son. Oh no, I hope he's okay. Sharon's got ginger ale. Going back to water though. Super humid in New York today. Oh no. Water for Diana. Hello, friend. Okay, which one? I used this one. There we go. Tamra from Tamra's Designs went to Hobby Lobby today and found all kinds of clearance goodies. I think she's going to do a haul video. So stay tuned for that if you like those hauls. She got some good stuff. I did not get close enough to that edge, so I might just press some into there. And I'm not worried about getting a perfect image or perfect stamping. I just kind of want it to be in the background a little bit. It can look messy. It's totally fine. It's junk journaling. And not that junk journaling can't be neat as well, but it's okay if it's not. It's okay to let it just be interesting in those areas that missed. Do a second or third generation stamping or put some lace or your image or whatever you plan to do. I just wanted something in the background there so that it wasn't blank on my book. All right, let's put some lace. Lace always helps. All right, this is the front. And ironically, I don't want the scalloped edge over here because I'm going to put that window. Ooh, see how pretty that is? I'm loving that. And I wanted it to wrap around. Now, this is an altered book, so I don't have to poke any holes for the, to put in signatures or anything, so. Infusion every 8 weeks, and today's the day. Well, I hope it went well. All right, so let's go ahead and see if my glue is ready, and we'll get some things glued down here. I like to use hot glue for my lace. You can use whatever glue it is that you like. If you are gluing, some people I know use Fabri-Tac or 3-in-1 or tacky glue or any of the things. I am happy with my hot glue most of the time. And it works really well, especially on camera because it dries quickly. And if I mess up, I can use my heat tool, reheat it, and take it off. So I like that aspect of it too. Oh no. Well, I guess at some point you just get used to it, right? My daughter used to have to go to infusion therapy as well. She's doing a little better now. I don't know what her counts are, but she was doing it for iron therapy. It made her pretty sick for a while. Her body just really does not like iron. 8 years you've been doing it. Wow, that's a long time. I guess, yeah, it just becomes part of life. Okay, so now with this lace here, it's white. I think it's actually really great. If we didn't want it white, we could definitely put some distress paint or ink or whatever over it. You can spray it. You can use acrylic paint even to dye it and move on. But I think it's actually pretty great. And even though it doesn't reach the edge here, I still like this. So I'm good. I'm good with that. Maybe I'm still trying to decide how to use this brown lace. Maybe I want to put a little piece under here on the back and wrap this piece over. Do I like the double lace? I don't think I do. Ugh, so annoying. I want to use this lace. Maybe it's because, like, I need it to line up on the hem there. I kind of like it better like that. Okay, so like I said, don't be afraid to cut up your lace and use parts and pieces like appliques. Can you guys even see this? I'm like way out in left field. Let's get rid of this. We can see this pretty good. We don't need to. We already vacuumed, so there we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this little piece off because we can use it for something else. Can use that as a little trim inside. And then I really want this piece here to line up on that edge of the book, and it kind of helps where my stamp didn't hit. So it will kind of cover that up and add some beautiful interest. And we're just going to go for it. Usually my glue dries before I can get the whole thing done in one, but we'll see. Press this. There we go. Got it in one. I can't believe it. And I'm not happy. We can see some of this glue, but we are going to put more lace. And hot glue, usually if it does this white mess here, he'll be 30 in December. Found the infusions keep him stable. Well, at least there's something that helps. Ulcerative colitis can be miserable. Okay. There we go. And then this piece is going to wrap around here, and I think I like that quite a lot. So, and I think I'm gonna need another glue stick. Ooh, and I just saw some of these. I think I'm gonna want some of those by the window. I think I like this this tape too. We'll see if I can maybe sneak in a piece of some tape over there. It's linen tape. That's Tim Holtz. Okay, let's see. Yep, need a glue stick. Now it's gonna twang right in the camera. Love that. All right. And we'll pull as tight as we can and press that into the glue. I like to use my silicone brush when I'm using hot glue. One, it protects my fingers, and two, it really helps with the glue strings. It kind of pats that glue down, gets it squished in where it needs to go, and picks up the glue strings. It doesn't always pick all of them up, but it really does help a lot. Helps to get it smooth too. I don't like bumpy glue. Okay, and then sometimes when I have these little extra pieces here, I don't mind if they just kind of stay loose like that. But I think I may try to glue them down because I can see all of this mess underneath of there. It's okay to create a mess when you are creating a book. I just always like to try to hide my construction as best I can. If that makes sense. You know, it's kind of like a magic trick. You don't want people to see how you constructed the book at all. Just want it to look beautiful and interesting. At least that's my goals anyways. There we go. And if you have extra glue strings, you can always use a heat tool and just turn it on there just a little bit and it will zap them away. Ah, thank you, Karen. Yeah, watch your fingers, it's hot. Okay, so that's the back, which looks a little weird because it's prettier than the front right now. But we have some beautiful things that are going to happen on the front. We'll just trim this down because I still don't have the length right. I guess if I were more of the measuring kind, I wouldn't have to cut 2 or 3 times, but that's okay. There we go. So now I think what I want to do is glue my frame where I want it and trim around. And I want to make sure I get a little bit of that background. I kind of want her to the far left there so we can see some of this mountain scenery here. It's so, so beautiful. And I'm going to use my Barely Art glue for this one instead of hot glue. I think it'll just be a little less bumpy. If you are a mixed media creator, there's so many glues out there. Make sure you try whatever glues you can get your hands on and until you know what's best for you. I've done Tool Talk Tuesdays on glues before, adhesives, and chit-chatted about that. Finding the right glue it's like finding the right diet for each individual person. Just depends on what you craft, how you craft, what mediums you're using, and how you like to glue. I don't like a glue that doesn't give me a second. I like a second chance. Case if I put it in the wrong place. All right, let's get this in the right place. I want to see the lady, but I also want to see the scenery just a little bit. I don't want to chop off her head, but I also want to see her hands. A little bit of the sky would be nice. There we go. And we're just going to press and hold for a minute. And then we'll trim around and then we'll glue it on. And I think this is going to be beautiful. Again, this digital is from Brit Creates Stuff from the Outlandish collection that's brand new. Yeah, this is going to be a great size journal. I wanted something smaller. I printed all the digitals down at 2 per page, so it's like half the size. And it's been really fun to work with them like that. Now, some of these we might save for some of our ephemera or even belly bands or something inside the book. Now, some people work on their covers first thing. Some people work on their covers at the end. The only thing I say about working on the covers at the beginning is that if you put extra mixed media pieces, like I think I might put some of these little flowers around, you're going to be running into those as you create, meaning when you open the book, it's going to get smashed into here while you're working on the pages. So if you are the type that likes a lot of bumpy things, mixed media things on your projects, consider doing it maybe a little later in the process, but that's the only reason I would say to do that. But really, honestly, truly, just do it when you're inspired to do it, because that's when it's going to turn out the best. I think I do want a little strip of this just for those little extra pops of color. It'll mostly be at the top and the bottom here. Now, if you were the conservative type, the really frugal type, you could just cut a little piece here at the top and a little piece here at the bottom, rather than having all of this go to waste underneath. However, I think I'm going to cut it all in one piece because I want it for the strength of holding this lace on. So it's going to have two purposes. One, it's going to look pretty, and two, it's going to help hold the lace there. And if you've never worked with Tim Holtz linen tape before, it is super sticky, but I love it. And I do still sometimes add some glue to it as I'm sticking it down, because usually when I'm using linen tape, I'm asking it to do kind of a big job. I'm asking it to hold things or be on the cover or go over, it's got to glue over this lace. So I usually peel the backing off and just add a little bit of glue. Now, you don't have to do this, but I always say tape for today, glue for tomorrow. The glue just kind of helps hold it on there a little extra, in case if that tape should, in many, many years from now, get brittle and come off or whatever. Let's see. No, I kind of like it this way I had it. And sometimes, depending on the surface that you're putting it on, if you put that liquid adhesive on, it gives you even an extra second to kind of move things around. However, it is pretty sticky, and once you've got it on there, that's just how it's going to be typically. That did give me a second to just peel it right back off and place it. I think that's straight now. But see, it's going to give that taped edge a little bit of cover. I don't know where I learned it many years ago to cover edges, but that is my thing. I usually try to cover all of my edges. Don't leave an unfinished edge. I don't know who I learned that from years and years ago in the crafting, scrapbooking world, but somebody taught me that and it's stuck. So I typically will cover edges. It's funny, the things that stick around for lots of years. Okay, so now we have our girl here. And I think that looks really good with the tape underneath. You guys are loving it, yay! Okay, so let's put lots of glue on here. I'm gonna use my Barely Art glue again, because I feel like if I put hot glue, it's just gonna make big bumps under there, lumps and bumps, and I don't really need that. Now, one thing that might have been fun is we could have put some cellophane or even some acetate or something of that nature over the image here. Maybe I will use just a little bit of hot glue as I put it down there, just to hold it while it's trying to dry. And I'm going to stay away from this edge because if I decide to do a hitch post, I'm going to need a place to put it there. Really want to press where I put that hot glue again so I don't get the hot glue bumpies. And I could put a clip if it'll reach, just to hold that edge there while it dries. Now I have to decide if I want to put these little flowers, and if I do I want to put any other flowers or anything down? So let's just take a look at what I have in my bag of tricks here. I always keep a big bag of flowers kind of nearby. Ooh, this one's kind of a pink. It's kind of a bigger, bumpy one though. Now there are roses inside this this beautiful digital, so that's why I'm kind of picking out some of those. I may just steal the leaves though, not the actual flowers. It's kind of what I'm looking for here, is to see if I have any greenery in this bag I can swipe. There is a green. This I think is more of a hydrangea flower, but if I put it down, it will maybe kind of look like a little cluster of leaves in those little tiny flowers I've got there. Take that little stem out. And I can cut these off if I just want like one or whatever I want. But I think those are kind of pretty. They kind of make her dress kind of pop out a little bit. Let's see, 1, 2. Whoop, there we go. I was going to say, well, we'll take 3, but apparently they're just going to pop right off. So perfect. Keep those out in case if I need to add something else. Let's see. Ah, these ones. I have these little flowers. I love these. I don't know where I got these, but they were actual fake flowers from somewhere, and they're just like a beautiful vintage color. I love them. We can add maybe that right there, and then add our little cute flowers. That might be pretty. I don't want the flowers to take over, but I do just need a little pop of something extra. What do you guys think? Just a little cluster of something. Let's see. I wish I had some more of those little vintage ones. Ooh, I do. Wish is granted. Here we go. See, they were just on these little clusters of something, and there's even a little leaf. And, oh, I think this is something different, but that's okay. Yeah. I don't really like it like that. And it's okay to pull things apart and use it how you need it. There we go. There's a couple more of those little vintage ones that I have. See, they've got like a little bit of some kind of shimmer on there, and I think usually that kind of helps with whatever project I'm putting them on. But I love these little pieces here. And they were actually like fake flowers, and I just took them apart to use flat. Okay, so we kind of need to rearrange this a little bit. See what we got going on here. I still feel like I don't have the greenery that I need. I don't know why. Let's see, what are these? Can I have these little leaves, please? Oh, there went one. We need that. We are halfway through, and after me will be Make All the Things with Me. Christy's Crafty Cottage is our host for these live Wednesday events, but she cannot make it today, so it's just Leah and I holding down the fort. And trust me, Christy would much rather be here. She has some things going on. She's okay. She just has some things going on to take care of. And hopefully she'll be back with us again next week. All right. we always try to give each other grace. It's one of the best groups of ladies I've worked with ever in the online world. We just support each other however we need, and just try to be understanding that life just sometimes pulls you in other directions. All right, give it to me. I want this. I want this leaf. I can always cut. That piece just does not want to come off, so we can always just cut it. And that's what I love about these scissors. They cut right through the wire, and I don't have a problem there. There we go. All right. Let's see. I'm going to put this away now, and we're going to try to make this work. It's like a Tim Gunn moment. Make it work. All right, stuff all this stuff back in here. I have lace and yarn and flowers in this this little bag of stuff. It's like a gallon-sized bag of just stuff. Okay, no sparkles, Shauna. Don't get distracted by the sparkly things. Yes, we are a great collab of besties. We just do what we need to do and help each other out, and there's no drama. It's just fun. And we try to remember that, you know, it's just fun. Sometimes life tries to take us away from the fun. And that's okay. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the bottom. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it because I'm probably gonna change my mind a million times if I don't. So let's just glue it. And remember that it's hot, so we'll use our silicone brush here. I don't know what I got in there. Let's use the tweezers and there we go. Piece of stem or something. Okay. There's our window. There's our girl. We'll use a piece of this on the side. Oh, I just got a big gloober over there. Gross. Thanks, Ryobi. That was delightful. Let's use the tweezers and we'll try and grab it off of there. Perfect. Got it? Ah, it really is. I think that's the only thing I don't like about this glue tool is it does leave these crazy gloobers everywhere. But I work hard to get them off and make it nice. So, okay, let's see. Do I want it like that? I just kind of want it around the window. Yeah, I think I want one there. More gloobers. Thanks. Okay. And then maybe I won't even need to use that one. Maybe I'll just use this one. And that one is very sheer. Again, I do always get a lot of questions about when to work on the cover of your book, and I am working on it right at the beginning here. I did do a lot of construction already in my book. I've torn out pages, I've made pockets, I've gotten everything ready. I need to go through and ink, but that's not really very fun to watch. You know, work on the cover when you feel most inspired, because that's when it's going to turn out the most beautiful. When the passion is there and ready to work with it, that's when it's going to turn out the best. And I kind of made these little, like, indentations where these little red flowers are going to go. And I think it's going to be perfect. What do you guys think? My cluster turned out okay, I guess, if I got my big thumb out of the way. Yes, we always wish all the groups worked that way and support each other. Yeah, it is very refreshing to have found some ladies that we can just support each other and cheer each other on and be our own best team there. It's hard to find that. We share knowledge with each other, and that's great. It's nice to have. We have like a little chat group that just lets us. Oh no, what do you guys think? Should I add another one? I could add this one maybe down here, or should I just call it good? The eye really likes things in threes, so I think maybe I'll just leave it. We'll save that one for another project. I'll be excited to have found some leaves for that next project. Oh, what we could do is we could add some little bling dots in here. Let me see what I've got. Let's open the drawer of bling. And I did not put a little clip over here. This is an altered book, so I don't have a lot of room to put a dangle, but doesn't mean we can't put some sort of a dangle eventually. I could clip something on. Let's see. I'm looking through my drawer bling here. I have quite a bit going on. I have brads and bling kind of in one drawer here. I'm sorry you can't see it, but it is quite full and crazy. I like the rest of my stuff. I just have bunches of these little packets. Ooh, the pearls might be nice. We could put some little random pearls around the flowers. What do you guys think? Should we go pearls? Have these different colors of blings. We could use the gold or the red or even the green, actually. I think I like the green. Green might be nice because then it kind of pulls from the colors there and blends in with the flowers. What do you guys think? Green? Pearls and lace. Yes. I kind of like those green ones. I have a brighter green, but I think I kind of like that one. It's more of a sage green. Green. We like the green. All right, let's just try it. I'm gonna put these back in here and we can close this drawer, maybe. The drawers are better when they close, but everything wants to pop out. Okay. Okay, let's try this green. Now this has just been in my stash. These are by Jolie's Boutique, so probably still available at places like Michael's, Joann's, and maybe even Hobby Lobby, although I think Hobby Lobby has switched to mostly doing their own Paper Studio brand, so that might be the best place to find them. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a little blob of glue. I want one like right there. Now these are sticky backed, but I'm asking them to glue over lace and my little flower petals and things, so I really want to support their stickiness and have them stick where and over what I want. Oh, I think that was just what it needed. What do you guys think? Maybe a couple more of those in a few different places. We'll put one up here. I ask you what you think and then go for more. Sorry, guys. Creator's advantage. I love them, so they're going to go in there. And be careful when you're placing them over the hot glue that you don't burn yourself. You can use your tweezers and press them down, or a silicone brush or whatever you have, even just the back of your paintbrush or scissors. Kind of squish them in there. And I'm not wanting to have them take over the look, but I do want them, and I think they're adding some nice bling. I'm going to have to use a heat tool and kind of get rid of some of these glue strings, but we'll put some, maybe another one down here. I think that green is the perfect green. It kind of pulls out our greenery color, and also pulls on the background in this beautiful digital. Like I said, this digital has 62 pages, and we're going to be doing an event on Saturday on Facebook. All of our design teams for Brick Create Stuff will be using this in a different junk journal-y way. You guys are getting a sneak peek. I am doing Altered Book, obviously. And we'll hopefully have more of it done between now and Saturday. All right, we'll squish that glue down in there. Uncover our little bling dot here. What do you guys think? Should I stick with just 3? I could put one like right in here, but that would be 4. What size is this book? Let me measure it for you. It is 6.5 by 4. And it has a very skinny spine. It's like 1/2 inch. Yeah. There we go. I think it looks good with the 3. I could put another one right there, though. What do you guys think? Should we do another one? Right there. I think I need to put a little extra glue. Oh yeah, I've got a couple of different altered books going on, and they're just so much fun. You don't have to worry about sewing in signatures or anything like that. And they look so beautiful when they're done. No, it looks good. All right, we'll just leave it. We'll glue that little goodie there. So just the gems are just, you know, to accent. I don't want them to take over, so we will put them away before we get taken in by the shiny things. Now remember, if you're using a heat tool and you're going over those, if it gets too hot, these could melt. So you just want to be mindful of that. And a lot of times what I try to do is go in with my tweezers and pull out the extra glue that I don't want people to see. Again, like I said, I am all about hiding that construction. Just keep it as clean as you can. Nice and clean. All right, this should be dry. Hopefully it's on there straight. Yeah, I think that is beautiful. Now I did just see I had a little book plate. We could put a book plate in here. I love metals. I'm all about metals. We could do some corners as well if we want to go more metal. Now when you do the corners, it's nice to have the corners on the front and the back so that it matches. Now this tray, I don't know what I have in here as far as what's matching, what's not matching. So I may wait to do this because I don't know if I have. Those don't match. See, I have some different patterned ones in here. And sometimes you might think you need the little tiny ones, but the bigger ones actually fit. So that's what those would look like. If we put them on there, I think it is kind of pretty, and it adds just an extra nice touch. And it does has purpose. It does support the corners of your book, which sometimes can wear over time. Oh, Christine is in the house. Hello, my friend. So that's where those can come in. Let's see, and I have some book plates. This one's just a little tiny one. This one could just go right down there. It could even go like this. So I usually try to match up my metals if I'm going to use gold. Here I'll try to use gold for the hitch post and for the book corners. So I don't know that I have all of those things in gold. So I might keep looking for that as well. Let's see. Here are the hitch posts that I have. I think I might go for one like this. And that will kind of look there. It kind of almost looks reminiscent of a doorknob since we have this. Maybe it could be like a French door. I don't know. Although this collection is all about being in the Scottish Highlands. But, you know, we could go a little French influence. There we go. We need one of those pieces. Got some glue hanging out. Let's see. These are not what I need. All right. So to do our hitch post, we're just going to take our crocodile and make a hole. Now, don't be scared to make a hole in your cover. Because what's the worst that can happen? It'll be in the wrong place. It'll be, you know, won't look right like you wanted it to, whatever. We can make it work. And this hole, we're going to use an 1/8 inch punch. So that's the smaller hole right here. That's the one I like to use. If you don't like to use that one, that's okay too. Now I like to get my cover just so it's like one by itself. And since we have this window here, we can kind of see that this would be like the center. So that's about where I'm going to go. And I do like to stay away from the edge just a little bit. Because if you get too close to that edge, it can just rip right through. And again, anything you can put in this little space right here, you can pretty much punch with a crocodile. So don't be scared. All right, so we're going to take this bottom piece that looks like a little screw, and we're going to put it right there. And then we'll take our hitch post piece, and it just screws on. So again, if we didn't like this, if we don't like the way that it looks, we can totally take it out, and it's not a big deal. Then you just kind of screw it tight. And if you don't like the look of this on the back of here, I haven't done anything to the inside cover yet, so we can cover it with like linen tape, we can cover it with ribbon or lace or whatever, and it just goes away just like that. So don't worry about having this eyesore inside your journal. It will be okay. And then what's nice is that we'll make another hole back here, and we'll put an elastic, and it will just close this nicely. And I use hair elastics. Nothing fancy. Let me see if I have them sitting here. I kind of have things a little bit of everywhere, girls. Need to do some cleaning, seriously. Got all kinds of beautiful lace here I need to put away. Oh, there they are. Okay, so these hair elastics I order without the little metal things on them that most hair ties have. And so I could choose, ooh, we could do a lighter one. Let's do a lighter one. These are my little brown containers. So I have, there's black, brown, and light brown in there. But I think, no. What do you guys think? Brown or light brown? I kind of think brown. I kind of think brown. I like the brown. I think I'm going to go for it. Okay, and then there's lots of ways to put these in as well. How are we doing for time? We've got like 6 minutes. All right, you guys like brown too. Good. All right, so I like to use a eyelet, and we're going to punch another hole. Don't worry, it'll be okay. This hole actually will show because it's going to be an eyelet back there, but you can cover it up still. Lots of different ways to do the same thing. So this is not the only way to do this. If you don't like my method, there is probably a million other YouTube videos to keep you going. All right, let's find an eyelet that's about the same color-ish. I think I kind of like that one. Or do I like that one? That one's had a rough life, apparently. I need to bring some more eyelets in here. It's crazy. I sell eyelets and yet I don't have many in here. Well, it's because I've used them all. All right, let's see. And this one. Here we go. Let's grab this. No, that one's more silver-like. Nope, I think I'm gonna go with that one. Okay, and these are 3/16 round eyelets. And that's typically what I use for my closures and even for my signatures, sometimes for my tags too. That is 2 of them in there, actually. This whole container, I don't know why they all got stuck together, but they did. And so before you put any eyelets on, make sure you only have one. Oh, I got it. Got it before the dog could get it. Okay. Why they're stacked inside each other, I don't know, but that won't set nice. And I mean, you want it to set nice on any project, but especially on your cover. Okay, we'll save that one for another thing. I'm gonna turn the Ryobi off. Okay, now what I want to do here, you can take a ruler and you can mark it with a pen. You can do whatever you want to do. I just go for it. Instead of doing all of that, I just kind of go, yep, it's right there. Right there. Again, away from the edge just a little bit. And I just punch my hole. So I have a little bit of room on the edge, but you don't want it to be right on the edge or it'll pull through. Yeah, she's over there. I don't want to say her name because then she'll come over here. Okay. So now we want this to be right here. And there's lots of ways you can do this. You can tie it through the hole if you want to. If you have really long eyelets, which this is not, you can sometimes get them to set underneath the eyelets, but this is not a long eyelet. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but I did turn this so that the nice side, which is this colored side, is on the outside. And my barrel is on the inside because I want it to be pretty. And this prongy piece always goes into the nice side. I always see people hold this really weird and all the things, and you don't have to. Okay, hopefully that set. It did. Look at that nice flower. I love that. Perfect. Okay, and again, we can cover over that. We can do all the things, whatever we need to do. And I could just tie a piece of ribbon in here or whatever. That would work as well. Could tie around the hitch post, not a problem. Let's use some tweezers. All right, come on, you. Blind lady problems. All right. There we go. Got it without the tweezers. Now, we've got it like this. We could just put this right through here and just make a little tie. And you can tie a knot right there as well. And then this will eventually be the closure. And you can tie the knots to make this a little shorter. All the things. But as I get more ephemera in here, it will fill it in. And then this will just help keep it closed. Again, you could also put your elastic through here and then cover this with like tape or gaffer tape or whatever you want to do if you don't feel like that is sturdy enough. Sometimes I like leaving it like this just because then the recipient of the journal can decide if they want it to look like something different. So, and each side has a little bit different look to it, so you can totally decide which way you want to be on the outside. So that's my time, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me and part of the Artistry Collective's Crafter's Choice, Creator's Choice. And that is just how I work the cover of my altered book and putting in a closure. Lots of different ways to do the same thing. So use what you have and be creative. So head on over to Make All the Things with Me with Leah, and she's going to be doing her gift away. So I'm going to head over there right now as well. And we'll see you guys next week here on the Artistry Collective's live craft and chat. Thanks so much.